guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Mardi Gras break right now, and so I have the whole week off, which was so needed. The past 2 weeks, I was so sick. I was sick like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll get over this real quick. And so as soon as I got sick, the very next day I took off. So I was sick on Monday. Like by the end of the day, I was like, wow, they got me sick. And Tuesday, I took off work and I went to go get a steroid shot because I was like, okay, I just need a quick fix and I'll be back at school. Everything will be great. So I went, got the steroid shot on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I went back to school and I was feeling brand new. I was feeling awesome and great. Then on Thursday, I felt so sick again. Friday, I felt sick. Then I thought, okay, good, it's the weekend. I'll get over it. Monday, I was sick. Tuesday, I was sick. Wednesday, I was sick. One sec. Thursday, I was sick. Friday, I was sick. So I was sick for literally 2 weeks straight. It was miserable. So the fact that I'm on Mardi Gras break right now for a whole week is so heavenly and so needed. So anyway, I was gonna show you guys what I did for the first day of school. So I had a PowerPoint to kind of orchestrate the day because I had so many little activities for us. I did not want to just start with curriculum already on day one. I really wanted to get to know the kids, and we started on a Friday. So it was literally all about getting to know them getting to know each other. So it was literally little activities all day. So I did a PowerPoint, and I'll kind of like walk through it, just in case you guys want to steal some ideas. Okay, so my first PowerPoint was an about me. So I put a picture of me, my graduation picture, and I put a picture of like me and my husband, and me and my family, me and my dog, me on a few trips, stuff like that. Just so that they would know me as a person, that I am not like a robot teacher, but I'm actually human. And yeah, so then the next thing we did was I gave them a paper, and on the paper it said it was, okay, I'm gonna learn how to show you guys this. I'm not really good at editing yet, but let me show y'all. So our school theme this year is space. So my whole PowerPoint is themed space, just so you know. So first I started with find someone who, and they would go around the room and find someone who has the same kind of favorite food as you. So you would walk around like, hey, I like fried chicken. Like, anybody else like fried chicken? Yeah, got your name, what's your name? Your name is Lily. Oh, hey Lily, I'm Jacqueline. So yeah, and you're getting to know people's names because you have to write down their name on each box. And you're getting to know who has the same interest as you. So that was super fun and cool. The next thing was I did a self-portrait, and it was astronaut theme, and at the bottom it says, this year I am excited about, and then there's a blank. And then it says, my goal is blank. And then it says, one thing I especially want to learn is blank. And we hung it up outside, and it was just super sweet. I got to know what they were excited about, what their goals were, and what they really wanted to learn. The only thing I regret was not keeping them, because now it's like the end of the school year and I don't have them, and I wish I remembered what they wanted to learn about, or what they were excited about, or if they met their goal, stuff like that. The next thing was an adjective game. So they had to use an adjective to describe themselves. And it has to start with your name. So my last name is Hall. I'm Mrs. Hall. So an example was, I'm Mrs. Helpful Hall. And so helpful describes me. So yeah, it was just super fun. I had a couple of examples like Funny Frankie or Smart Sam or Tall Thomas. And that was just super fun. To go around the classroom and think about a word that describes you, and it involves some thinking because it has to have you have to start with the same letter of your name. And then the next thing I did was I read them the book First Day Jitters. And I love this book so much because pretty much it's about the first day of school, and there's this person in the beginning of the story who's really nervous and doesn't want to go to school, and then there's this dad, or they make you think it's a dad, who's like, come on, you have to go, and the kid, or the person is like, no, like, I'm nervous. What if no one likes me? What if I don't make any friends? What if no one listens to me? Stuff like that. And at the end of the story, the principal meets that person in the parking lot and was like, hey, let me show you your room. And they go to the front of the class and they were like, everyone, this is Mrs. So-and-so. And turns out the whole time it was the teacher. And it was super sweet because I was able to share with them, like, this is your first day of school, this is my first day of teaching, you know. So I was just as nervous as they are, and it was just super fun. I know a lot of people read this book and they make like first day jitters juice. I didn't do that, but it was just a super cute idea. And then I went over the rules. So I had 6 rules and we still enforce them to this day, which is awesome. And they're pretty simple, like number 1, listen when someone is talking, be ready to learn, treat everyone with kindness and respect, follow directions the first time they are given, take care of school and classroom, and do your best. So those are my 6 rules. And then I showed them the behavior chart. So it's like a clip chart. I love this chart. It works so well, especially in my classroom. We all start on, everyone's clip is on ready to learn, and then when you do something good or you have great behavior, you move your stick up, and if you do something not so good, you move your stick down. And my class is wild about it. Like, everyone is like racing to pink. It's so fun. And then they have to think about it, which is the yellow, and then if you move your stick down again, it's teacher's choice, so you can do what you want. I usually don't get there, but because my students know, they're just scared of it because it says teacher's choice. And on the first day of school, they were like, well, what's teacher's choice? And I'm just like, you don't want to know. So anyway, at the end of the day, they have like a little calendar, and they have to color in the color that they landed on. And then, of course, the red one at the very bottom is parent contact, and we have not gone there. So the next slide was rewards. So I do a lot of incentives. So if they get all the way to pink on the behavior chart, then they get a classroom buck. We do Spartan slips at our school, and then if you get like a certain amount, you get to do the treasure box, or we do school prizes at the end of each month. So yeah, they're all trying to get their bucks. I also do team points, and then I do class points as well. So like if I see one team being good, they'll go put a point in their bucket. And then class points is like if they're good, or if another teacher compliments them, stuff like that. They get, I'll show you guys whenever I show you guys my classroom. It's like a chart, and you're filling in the squares, the points. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see. And then the next thing we did was a classroom scavenger hunt, and it was super fun. So I'll have to like link this somewhere, but I made like a little riddle for each person, and they had to go find what it was. So for example, I put an example here. It says, I'm in the corner of the room. I belong to Mrs. Hall. This is where she grades your tests. I am the teacher's blank. So the teacher's desk. And then so whoever has that one, they would go to the teacher's desk, they would read the riddle, they would fill in the blank, and then I would talk about this spot. Like, okay, I do my test here, blah, blah, blah. So I would do like the reading center, and then when someone finds it, I would go over, you know, how we act in the reading center, what are the expectations of the reading center, the back table where I do small group, the fountain, little things like that. So yeah, I really want the kids to know the classroom, to be familiar with everything, and to know what the expectations are in the computer center, the reading center, stuff like that. So the scavenger made it like really fun, instead of just telling them like, here is the computer center. only 2 at a time, no talking, no eating, you know. So the riddle makes it fun. And then we practiced class numbers. So I gave everybody a number and then we practiced it. We did robot voices, we did country voices, we did grandma voices. So we would go like 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way till the last number. And then after that, we did books and supplies. So we got out all of our supplies, put all their names on everything. I passed out their books, all that stuff. And then we went over procedures, what entering the class looks like, tardy, walking in the hallway, what are the expectations, lining up. When you're finished your work, what do you do? Getting ready for lunch, after lunch, passing in assignments, fire drill, the heading for every assignment, end of the day. And that sounds like a lot, but the next day we had a new student and I was like, well, what should she know, you guys? And it was amazing how everyone was raising their hands. Oh, how to fire drill procedures, or heading for every class, and like everyone was naming every single procedure I had. And then, you know, a month later I had another new student, and you guys, what should she know? And then, you know, going over all the procedures all over again, but without me doing that, you know, like naming all the procedures. Like they were able to name all of them, and it was amazing and such a happy moment. The next thing we did was, it's a long day, you guys. You have to plan the most. The next thing we did was 2 truths and 1 lie. And so you guys know that game. You say 3 things about yourself and one of them is a lie. And everyone has to guess what that lie is, which one is the lie. So it's super fun. And then the last thing we did at the end of the day was I sat in the front, and it was called 21 questions. So the kids were able to ask me anything they wanted to. It could be about classroom, it could be about my home life, if I have kids, you know, stuff like that. And the questions that they asked me were more of like, it had nothing to do with school. They just really wanted to know more about me. And it was just super sweet. So I loved the first day of school. It was chill, it was fun. It involved us all walking around for the scavenger hunt, all, you know, doing different accents and voices for when we practice our numbers. We all got to know each other while we were walking around, finding people that had the same common stuff as we do. But yeah, it was super fun. I will definitely be using the same PowerPoint, definitely tweaking it up a little bit. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Comment below and I'll definitely answer them. And if you guys are interested in, maybe I'll link this PowerPoint so that you guys could look over the procedures in case you want to use one or something. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click the like button and we'll see you guys later.